Hello there, everyone. My name is Matt, and we're going to be playing some Rebel Inc. today. This is a continuation of my weekly challenges series where every week Ndemic Creations publishes a new normal challenge and a new brutal challenge, referring to the different difficulties. In this series, I open the brutal challenge without ever having seen it before, analyze the different tactics and features that make it different from the regular game, often more difficult than the regular game, and then I play through it, attempt to beat it, and then post it online. I will say that this is not intended for new players. This does require some familiarity with the game. I am in the process of creating a new player-friendly How to Play Rebel Inc. Series, which I will post on my YouTube channel when it is done, and you will find it in the description below if it is complete by the time you watch this. But for now, let's go ahead and dive right in. Alright, Haven Provide. Let's take a look. So we have the civil servant who has no standard advantages or disadvantages. He is the most vanilla. We're in Azure Dam, which is not that bad of a map when you have when you don't need to deal with them building the dam. So transportation is important, but other than that, you can usually get away with it. It's not too bad. We start with no territory, and neither do the insurgents. Peace negotiation speed is increased. That can be good, certainly. The only downside I foresee is if I am not ready to officially say yes to accepting the deal. I may have to reject it a few more times, but the fact that it goes faster means I'm more likely to build reputation quickly from peace negotiations, so that's not so bad. We also have, so this is the impulsive shopper, I believe. Spend money on random initiatives if you have more than 20. Several of the purple advisors are random. This is one of them, so I just need to make sure that I am spending my money. It does make it hard to save up for more expensive initiatives, like some of the Air Force ones can get pretty pricey, but I think it'll be okay as long as I keep spending. And then Coalition Soldier deployment time increased significantly but cannot be extended. That's great. I usually, don't like to extend them anyway. Map, let's look at the features. So first, air initiatives are unavailable. Alright, well that gets rid of what I just said about that. There are some other expensive ones, but not too many that I'll have to worry about. So no airstrikes, no drones. Unfortunate, but you can live without them. And again, Coalition Soldier deployment time increased significantly, but cannot be extended. So we have that twice. So we are going to have a scenario where the Coalition Soldiers are going to be around for a very long time. So that is not too bad. That's actually pretty good. By the time I no longer need them, I should have a decent army of national soldiers once we take a look at the other tactics and see what's going on. Community development, significant number of civilian initiatives already funded. Never a bad thing. It means they're less expensive, less things we need to deal with. Long-range scanners. This, I think, is effectively useless because air initiatives are unavailable. So I am not sure. I don't think it'll help at all. That's a weird combination, but this does nothing. I'm not even sure why they put it in there. That's an interesting choice. Alright, let's pop over to insurgent tactics. We've got sleeper cells. Insurgents will occasionally launch surprise attacks when zones stabilize for the first time. That can actually be pretty annoying, especially in the mid-game when a bunch of zones start stabilizing all at once, because you can get the reputation for them and then immediately lose it, and now you have a bunch of more insurgents to deal with, so that is pretty frustrating. Insurgents increase in number when soldiers flee combat. I don't like to flee combat anyway, but this just means I need to be more careful about only committing my troops to someplace that I know they're going to win. And the start of the insurgency is accelerated. In my experience, this means that it is almost instant. I'm going to have a month, maybe two, and then I will be dealing with insurgents. So altogether, it looks like one where I'm going to need to get my coalition soldiers out quickly and rely on them to hold down the fort while I get zones stable. having civilian initiatives already funded is a good thing. So yeah, I think this one should be fairly straightforward. I'm really curious, unless I'm missing something. It's weird that this tactic is still throwing me off because it should just be non-existent. I wonder if that was an error or something, but I don't know. Let's see how it goes. Let's jump in. All right, here we are in Sapphire Gate. It's Azure Dam, but I love the names they provide for it. So when setting up the HQ in Azure Dam, normally you have to worry about the dam being built, which takes place here. We don't have to in this case. So the thing you gotta identify is there are two walls. If you see these roads as like a horseshoe almost, there are basically two walls. There's this guy, well, there's these three or four zones, three zones that are just dead zones. You're not getting anything through there, and that's fine. Or there is this one, which serves as a wall between this area and this area. I do not like to put my HQ in this area. I find when I do that, all of these guys will stabilize, but it just won't make its way up here. So what I'm going to do is this, and stick it there, and go ahead and let it ride. So let's start with, let's see what we get for civilian. Okay, so some jobs, some of these guys, that's good. So we're going to focus on roads to start. We'll get our intel, we will get our highways, and then we will get our second dose of intel. And then I think we'll go for anti-corruption 1 next. And maybe we'll get roads first. Okay, we have enough for the anti-corruption, so let's just get it first, get it out of the way. Now that should be enough for roads, which it is. Perfect. Alright, roads also help with intel, which is a good thing. I usually try to get roads to, oh, yep, it's already there. Alright, I'm gonna need to get my initiatives out, or my soldiers out. Now the thing about this one that's interesting is, because I don't have any air tactics, I am going to need to focus really hard on destroying some camps, because if I don't destroy the camps, then they'll keep spawning, and in the late game it'll be really hard to fight the insurgents in the zones they have control over. So they just popped here, which means it could be here, but I can't really do anything about that. Could be in any of these. It's probably not here. Let's start with this one because it's at least attached to a road, so it'll be easy to get to. Oh, surprise attack. Okay, I'm already moving him there. So let's, oh, great. Okay, cool. I got lucky there. Okay, and they're attacking up there. So this one is the only one that's spawning right now that's visible, at least. It's more important to take this one out. I'm going to get number 2. And what I'm also going to do, so hopefully that'll be enough to fight him off. What I'm also going to do is I'm going to start moving, I can either attack him or I can start, like, spreading intel in this area. I'm going to need spread intel up there for the initiatives to get up there anyway, so let's go ahead and start moving him up there. Okay, cool. Let's move here to support. Yeah, that should be able to fight him off. I really like to try to, even though this is a remote zone, I really try to keep the roads clear if possible. And what I do want to do is get human terrain system. That'll just make life a little bit easier, okay? Alright, that makes sense. Oh, is there attack somewhere? Oh, okay, great, okay. So let's figure out where that's going to be. So camp could be here, but it's probably not. It's more likely in one of these places. So let's see if one of them pops up. And what I also want to do, usually I don't do this until later in the game, but the other tactic we really have to worry about is the sleeper cells, and it's hard to contain those. So what I like to do early is get security out. So I'm actually going to take the step. I don't usually like to do this. Well, yeah, I don't usually like to do this, but let's grab our militia, because right now, if we get sleeper cells as they start to stabilize, that'll be a problem. I'm also going to grab outreach and universal justice. Okay, it's clearly not here. Let's check here. And it's probably in the mountains or here, would be my guess. But those are less accessible, so let's start with what we have. Okay, that's fine. That's alright. Okay, it's not there. Let's try this one. Again, the goal is to just destroy the camp so they can't spawn. Alright. Okay. Seems empty. Let's bring him here. And then what I'm going to start doing, what do people want? People want sanitation, which I have, or I have some of. I think I'm going to grab main roads too. Oh, yep, the camp's there. Alright, let me see if I can get it in time. Again, the name of the game is Containment. Try to keep them from spreading, from getting too many fighters too quickly. Alright, cool. I am going to be able to destroy it. That's good. So now I just got to keep a real sharp eye out for anything else. Let's prevent them from taking this. I have people who want telecommunications. Let's go ahead and purchase telecommunications. And then I think I'm going to go ahead and get my first national soldier. And then I need to focus on corruption. Oh, okay, hold on. Hopefully this guy will fight it off quickly. No, I need to get him over there as quickly as possible. That is a very valuable zone. It would be very bad were I to lose it. Yeah, let's see. Let's get anti-corruption 2, and then I'm going to need to get my... and then I'm going to need to get another coalition soldier, I think. Insurgent activity is causing a problem, so I need to worry about that. Alright, this will fight it off. That's good. That'll be done. Let's get anti-corruption 2. Okay, good. That's out of the way. That's out of the way. Great. Let's move you over here. Move you here. I'm still just keeping an eye out if I see anything regarding... what do you call it? Question marks on the map if I see any more camps. Alright, I think I'm going to need... Lack stability is starting to become a problem, so I think I'm going to go ahead and grab the first level of PR. Okay, great, we got one. How many cops does it have here? Okay, it's got both militia and that. The way these work, there's 2 fighters there, 2 strength. The way these work with the sleeper cells, or with any insurgents really, is they will destroy the security initiatives, but the security initiatives will take out an insurgent fighter as they are destroyed. So I think this will be able to clean itself up. I might lose the zone temporarily, but the security will take it out, and the reason I'm letting it do it is it will actually kill the insurgents rather than just pushing them somewhere else, which I don't want. I have I have less with the less air with no air tactics. I have less of an ability to stop insurgents from to actually like take out insurgents. So I want to use the opportunities I have in order to do that. Okay. You know what? I might be able to actually fully take this out. This one is a little bit more valuable because it is my HQ. I hope they run towards... Nope, they're not running the way I want them to. Let's see if I can get him there fast enough. Nope, they're running up there. Alright. Not ideal, not what I wanted, but that's alright. But you saw that this took it out on their own. Let's go ahead and see if we can push them towards... see if we can push them towards the other insurgents over here. So they're all in one place. I'm gonna get number 3 out. I think that's valuable to do. I do have my coalition soldiers for a much longer time. What I think I'll do, actually, I am close to having enough for that. So what I don't want is too many insurgents just floating in the wind. Okay, let's go ahead and do that. Insurgent activity is a problem, but it's not giving me too much trouble. Great, that's good. And what I want to start doing as well is getting out my garrisons. So that's important to be able to do. Okay, so I think that'll be my next purchase will be another national soldier. Okay, great. And I'll let them take this zone. I have no problem if they take that zone. I haven't seen any other camps pop up recently. My corruption is pretty high, though I need to deal with anti-corruption. Okay, what do we got for security there? I got 2 rounds of security. That should be enough to take it out. Strength is 2. So 2 security initiatives should kill them. Alright, we're going to go ahead and get anti-corruption 3, excuse me. They're attacking there. I don't want them to attack there. Again, I'm really picking my battles because of that initiative where they will, the insurgents grow more powerful and get a higher recruitment drive if you pull back from the zone. If you retreat soldiers out of the zone. So the goal is to really pick my battles and allow the security that I have to take them out where possible, which it should be doing shortly, I hope. So let's go ahead and I have the 3rd level of it. Yeah, I do have the 3rd level of it. My corruption risk is still really high, though, so let's do that. Yeah, let's look at our stats. Yeah, look how high corruption is. I gotta deal with that. I might even need to buy a purge. Just don't like to do this early in the game. Okay, there we go. How many insurgents do I have? No threats detected. Awesome. Alright, that'll stabilize quickly. Good. So you see what I let the police do their job and clear out those insurgents. I suspect that there is a camp somewhere in here, and I just haven't been seeing it, but maybe I'm wrong about that. I am going to do a purge, because right now my corruption is just way too high, so I think that's money well spent to do that. Okay, so their capability, 109. I am good on reputation right now. It's not as high as I'd like, but it's manageable, so let's go ahead and let it ride there. And then we're running into this issue where they're just not getting up where they need to, where my initiatives are not getting up where they need to. So let's go ahead and get a couple extra initiatives. Alright, no camp there. Okay. Then, let's see. What I will do, I'm going to keep you off the cities if I can avoid it, because they will upset the locals. What I will do is, I think that is a good option. Let's see what else I can do here. Oh, subtle pressure. Okay, I need to get Foreign Relations Office. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. I'm going to be losing my coalition soldiers soon. So should have enough to get Foreign Relations Office. Yeah, 1 more month and I'll have it, so that's good. Alright, there's definitely a camp somewhere in this area, so I'm going to try to take this zone out before it gets too bad. Got Foreign Relations Office, I had enough to get there. Let's do subtle pressure. Okay, great. Oops, there we go. And then I'm going to need to start getting some more national soldiers. Okay, good. That is good. Okay, making progress. And what I want is to see if there is a camp here and try to take this zone out before they grow too powerful there. Are they attacking here and I just missed it? Nope. Okay, alright. I got two security initiatives there, and they're at 4 strength. Oh, and another one, okay. I think that the security initiatives will be able to take them out, so let's just keep an eye on that and see. In the meantime, I think I'm going to get another coalition soldier to replace this one, because I'm about to lose him, but I'm not ready to give those guys up yet. So let's go ahead and pull one out. Then I am going to have to start boosting I'm going to move him over here and have him come here. I am going to have to start upgrading my national soldiers in a moment. Oh, you know what? I can sneak him up here. And that will help. Oh no, oh no, oh that's super annoying. Okay. Alright, let's go ahead and grab... Nope, not enough. Nope, I can't get it. I can't get it. It's too much. Alright, let's come here. Have they taken out any of these security initiatives yet? No, they have not. Yep, they're celebrating their recent victory because I jumped the gun. I am not going to be able to take him out there either. So let's get him over here, and let's get another national soldier going. And they're just attacking me in too many places. Okay. Okay, got that. How are we doing on security here? I have enough security that should be able to take it out without too much trouble. And now I think, okay, great. What's my reputation? My reputation is still doing okay. So let's go ahead and delay again. And what I want to do is get out some garrisons. Yep, police took them out. That's a great place for garrisons to be. I need 5 to do it though, so let's go ahead and do that. And then I think I'll start moving him there to take that out. Great. With this type of game, the garrisons are really... Your victory is really going to come down to where your garrisons end up. Because... Again, we don't have air initiatives, so we're just much weaker when it comes to taking out the insurgents. Alright, what's this going to be? That's got to be subtle pressure. Yep, okay. I should have enough cops to take care of that. Yep, that should be fine. Okay. What's this? Oh, great. Okay, so when you get this one, your options are basically... this is the good option. You either spend a bunch of money and the national soldier strength increases, you threaten them and you stop from decreasing, but there's a bunch of other stuff happening, or you can embed coalition soldiers, which I think you can only do if you have at least as many coalition soldiers as you have national soldiers, which we have. So I'm going to go ahead and do that, and that's good because the benefits to the national soldiers is permanent, even though the coalition soldiers are temporary. So it's a very good trade-off. What I do want to do is get some power going there to try to... Yep, okay, that should be enough to fight this guy off. I just saw one die here, and I have no idea why. That was interesting. But I'm getting too many... let's see. Let's go ahead and pull out some speed for those guys. Insurgent activity is definitely my bugbear in this game. How are they doing? They're under attack. Once they take out... we should be okay once the security takes them out. Yep, there we go. All done. Perfect. Okay, great. And now I'm going to move this guy over here. Alright, the camp is destroyed, which means it shouldn't be much longer before that is done. A little annoyed by that, because now that means... Yeah, that's going to be a little annoying. Because they're going to go elsewhere, and I do not want them to go elsewhere. So let's... Oh, I see a camp there. Let's take it out. Let's get this one. And I just need... Hopefully it'll take the camp out quickly. And I just need this guy to push it over the edge. We're very close. Real close. Come on. Right there. What's that at? 85%. Okay. Come on. Nope, not enough. Okay. Oh, the timing of that could not have been worse. Oh, that's super frustrating. Okay, let's push him back into the mountain. Let's see if I can do that. If it was literally like a turn, that would have been fine, but not much I can do about that, unfortunately. Alright, I think now's a good time to get combat reinforcements. Let's do that. What's the security I have there? I have enough. That should be enough. Okay. Solid pressure. Nope, not enough. It's okay. I need one more to boost to that. Okay. Good. And let's do this. I want you to come help out here. They are not threatened yet, but I need them to be in order to win. let's go ahead and do this. That should be enough to protect both of those zones. Was that... what do we got here? I think that was... okay, that should be able to take him out. Alright, I'm gonna go ahead and... what's my reputation at? 35 is low, but not as low, not super low. I think I can get away with it. Alright, that's good. Let's go ahead and let's get PR. I'm losing this one right now, and I don't like that. Once this gets fought off, I'll move this one over there. Okay, great. Got it down. That should push it over the edge, I think. But if not, I have a fourth one coming my way in just a second. Right, let's get him over here. That should do it. I think that'll do it. Okay, what's my security look like there? I have... nope, that's been destroyed. I have 1, 2... I got 2 security. I think that'll be enough to take it out. Alright, almost there with this guy, and then these ones are freed up to go wherever I need them to. Alright, great, done. Okay, that one's good. What I want now is to start getting some support in these rural areas. So we're going to do that, and we're going to do that. And then, yeah. And let's come here. Yeah, we definitely got a camp buried somewhere in here. Okay, let's see what my security looks like. I do not have enough security there to fight it off. I do have enough security here, I think. How much security do I have here? I got 2 strength, and I only have local militia forces. That should... I don't think that will be enough, unfortunately. So I'm actually going to have to deal with that. So let's send you up here to deal with that. Let's also send you over here to deal with that. Let's put you in this mountainous region to make it to make them like us. There we go. And what I think I'm gonna do is put this guy here. So what I really want to do, subtle pressure. Okay, great. So what I really want to do, okay, you need support. Let's bring you there. What's this? How are we doing? Okay, still got 2 security. Should be all right there. That's a surprise attack. I'm gonna have to deal with that. That one just stopped liking me, which I don't like at all, because that's an important one. So let's get some more sanitation going. Okay, good. How are you guys doing? You got 1 strength, and I got 1 security initiative left. So hopefully, perfect. All done. Oh, yep, all done. Great. Okay, good. That's a great place for a garrison. Awesome. Bravo to the military engineers who decided upon that. I am actually going to retreat. Let them have that, because maybe it'll help. That actually might be bad now. Okay. Let's see if I can take them out before they spread too far. Okay. Oh, no. Okay. Alright. He's fighting them off. Do I have enough for the next one? Let's save up for the next one, because there's not much else I really need to buy right now. With you over here. They are powerful right now as well, which I'm not a fan of. Let's go ahead and move you here. I gotta send you home. And I just need 1 more month to get my last coalition silver. Okay, now I need more. That's annoying. Okay, we're gonna delay again. Okay. Yep, the insurgent activity is very much the problem. Right now, I need my random shopper, my impulsive shopper, excuse me, to stop doing that. And what I need to do is get them all over there. Okay, great. There's 1, 2, 3. And 4. Let's move you out of the way. No, let's not move you out of the way. Let's just put you here. This guy will fight them, and he'll push them over there. Eventually, I will get my other soldier. Eventually. Okay. Alright, let's go ahead and, yeah. Let's just let it be. The impulsive shopper is super annoying, but there's not much we're gonna... Oh, well, that is one I actually need, is cave combat tactics, so let's go ahead and do that. You guys are gonna come attack somewhere. It looks like you're gonna attack me there. So let's go ahead and do that. And now, how much strength do I have in this zone? I got 6 strength, and I got 4 soldiers all attacking it. That should be enough to take it out. How much strength do I have here? 27 strength. Alright, let's go ahead, let them take that zone and take this out, because I would much rather fight them all in one place than have to deal with that. What we're going to do is get some democracy up in here. What I am likely going to have to do is punish them enough until we get to a peace deal. Alright, yeah, this will kill those guys, and then I won't need to deal with them anymore. Okay, great, awesome. Let's get you over here, let's get you here, and let's get you here. And we're going to go ahead and just plan elections. It's a little bit extra rep. Okay, this is more important. Subtle pressure, weaken them. Where are they attacking now? I hear the gunfire. Attacking there. Okay, good. Yeah, it's a problem. I'm losing too much to this. Okay, gained it. Okay, let's get you over here. Where are they attacking? I don't even see where they're popping up. Alright, what else can I do? Very little. Okay. Okay, good. I'm gonna threaten them. I don't have a choice right now. I'm running low on the reputation. We got gradual reform, full reform. Awesome. Okay, that's great. Those ones... Early game, you can run into some disadvantages there, but now that's a great thing to have. Let's go ahead and get remote roads to our dirt tracks, whatever it is. Oh, okay, take out the camp if I can. Well, actually, we're going to attack here. Don't want to lose that. Let's take out the camp. Let's move you here to support. Got another garrison, not a bad thing at all. I know I have no intel on that zone, so I can't say anything about that. What's the strength here? 32 strength. That's probably higher than I can handle right now. Alright. The name of the game is to just try to weaken them using subtle pressure as much as possible. Okay, not much I can do about that. Probably won't kill an insurgent, and it did not. I was correct. But if I slowly whittle down their numbers, they are running out of places to have... they are simply running out of places where they can get reinforcements. They have their camp here, no question about that. There's really only a handful of other places where this is really the only one left to stabilize that hasn't been stabilized once already. This one as well, but that one is isolated. That'll get taken out on its own. So I think... I'm going to move you out of here so I can let the security take that out when that time comes. And I think I am going to go ahead and try to talk with them. Perfect. Alright, that's good. So now, what we can do is... just kind of sit here for a second while the insurgents do their thing. Alright. Let's watch these guys get taken out. What we got here? Limited elections, full elections. I am almost positive full elections will be very bad for me. So I do not want to do that. Let's get you down here to protect that. I have enough to get my final soldier. Thank God. There we go. And that'll help me start to do the final push. At this point, National Surge is probably the way to go. I think we'll do that. Yep. And good. I didn't get the... Okay, great. Now I'm going to have pretty good setup to push forward. I need to do this. I think I'm going to do limited elections because if I did the full elections, there was a pretty good chance that it would not go well. And now what we're going to do is start just pushing into the zones that I need to. Let's just do funding only. And insurgents apologize. Antagonizing the insurgents, but what am I losing reputation from? Okay, there we go. Alright, that's good. Let's start moving into this zone, I think. I think that's the right place to start. The reason I'm saying to start there is because that's where I can get the most soldier support on the outside of it. Okay. We're gonna go ahead and arrest him. Unfortunate, but unavoidable. Alright, literally anything else that would be helpful. Probably not. Okay. I can ban insurgents, and I am probably going to have to. Well, I want to ban insurgents, but I'm going to see if I can wait until this battle is over first. Now, my reputation is getting way too low. Budget is not my concern, but my reputation is just way too low. Blowing up that camp, though, will be a big hit. It will be a big hit to them and a big boon for me. And it will help me to cut into their armor a bit. Awesome. Great. That should put this one over the edge. I'm actually a little surprised it's not putting it over the edge. Why isn't it putting it over the edge? Okay, what we got? Okay, let's give ourselves international forces remain indefinitely. Give ourselves a little bit of a buffer. Okay. Subtle pressure. We're getting close to the point where I'm being real cautious about the other one just because I don't want to be in a scenario where it boosts their reputation. And it will do that if I'm not careful. Okay. We're going to come here. Insurgents hand all weapons. Let's attack from this side as well. Oh, no. Let's put it there. Fight it off. Almost there. Almost there with the zone. As soon as I have the zone, should be okay. It's just going back and forth. Alright. Let's try coming over here and fighting this guy off. Security's gonna take you out, right? You got 2 strength. No, I don't know that security will take it out, actually. I could really use another garrison right here, right now. That would be awesome to have that. Okay, empty cave discovered somewhere. Oh, over here. Doesn't really matter. Let's do that. That is like the one place I did not want to put a garrison. That's super annoying. I wanted it in one of these regions and it ended up here. I guess I could have rejected it, but c'est la vie. Awesome. Okay, got it. Great. All right, got the zone. That's really, really good, actually. So now we have, that's one less thing for them to be able to do. I want you to go here. And I am actually going to, I do not want to do this, but I think I'm going to lose by slow death. If I don't, I am going to agree to the peace deal. I'm going to lose a ton of reputation. But the insurgents will be assembled, and we will go ahead and be done. And that will be great. Yeah, it's just, you can see how much longer it takes after the peace deal is signed. My reputation is absolutely in the toilet, but I did not feel I would be able to. I think that I would have eventually lost because I just could not take out the insurgents enough. But we're almost there. It's really interesting how dug in these guys are. I mean, again, we're several months after it, and they're still fighters. And you could see we got a lot of insurgent fighters that time around. Okay, one more zone, and then that should be the end. And I don't have any intel on it. It'll flip in a second. Oh, good. Election 62 to be held. Maybe I'll get it. Oh, cool. And they're insurgents again. Yep. All right, that's the game. That is a victory. So the reason I went for that is because this is actually my fourth attempt, I want to say, on this one. This was a tricky one because we had the combination of sleeper cells with the if you retreat a soldier, then you don't get any. Then they get more powerful. The insurgents get more powerful, and that was a difficult combination because what it led to. Oh, and we don't have any air support. So what it made was insurgents incredibly difficult to kill, and having multiple avenues by which they could spawn. And that was not easy. So what I ended up doing here that was different was I focused on finding the camps early on. I will try to do that in most games, but in this one I made a concerted effort to do that. And I think the other thing that made the difference here was getting militia and security out as early as possible and allowing them to take out the insurgents and kill them, lowering their numbers. The other times I lost, I always ended up getting stuck in this area up here. They would have this built-up force that I could not get rid of. That is why when they started building up here, I just put as many guys as possible over here to destroy it before it could spread. Because once it spread, I knew I was going to lose. So I'm actually, again, let's see what the score was. Yeah, that is a low score, but you know what? It's a victory, so I'm going to call it a win. Corruption wasn't a big problem at a certain point. Stability, again, at a certain point was not a big problem, but I could not get rid of those insurgents. And even you can see the sheer numbers of them that they had. They're active fighters, and their capability were always super high. And I just could not get rid of them. So this was a tough one. Good job, Ndemic, for making a challenge. This is definitely not easy. Tell me how you guys did. Did you like this video? Did you have trouble with this challenge? If you enjoyed what you saw here, please like, share, and subscribe. And I'll see you next week.